Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday. It's a bit of a bonus day because tomorrow is Friday and it's off. So today is kind of our new Friday. And I basically said if I got one front side, I would just stop trading today and be happy and close up shop. Unfortunately, we didn't get really anything pre-market, and I was kind of just sitting around. I know this because at one point I actually checked my P&L. Usually I'm kind of hiding it, and I do the reveal at the end because I don't want to psych myself out about trading the P&L. I was up like, I don't know, $400 or $500 pre-market. It wasn't really the amount where I was like, I did anything good. You know, I got maybe like one or two decent little scalps, but I was just like, there's probably going to be a move at one point today. Unfortunately, we never really got it. I mean, you could argue SOPA was that big pop, but this was so unexpected. It had a fake out here and then just ripped up after getting halted, 28 percent. I traded this pullback twice. I made a little bit of money on it, but it just wasn't that great. Unfortunately, I gave back pretty much all my pre-market profits on the market open on ENSC. So let's actually just check where I'm standing on the day, and I'm up $54. So a total scratch day, total wash. It wasn't really anything too interesting. I was up, like I said, on ENSC about $400 or $500. Looking back, I probably could have just taken that money and just left because it wasn't a good day. Plus, it's that bonus day like I was talking about. But I thought like there would be at least one or two good setups. And once the market opened, I was like, okay, ENSC, a little choppy here, but I'm going to go for that kind of red to green move. Unfortunately, I got stuck in a flush. Actually, twice I got stuck in flushes. Luckily, with smaller size, but still gave back all my pre-market profits. So that's why I kind of always make bonus days a thing. In the Discord, I wrote bonus day, and one person was kind of curious, like, what is bonus day? What do you mean? In my November recap video, basically the last trading day of the week, Friday, statistically over the course of a whole entire year has been it's been green, but it's been my worst trading day. So the way I like to look at Fridays or the day before Friday, or especially around holidays, is if you can just make some profits, just take that money because volume is so light. I mean, look at the volume we're seeing here today. Across the board, we don't have anything over $500 million in market dollar volume, which is really bad. Usually by now we'd be much higher. And SOPA really came up just recently, so that's also not really the best thing. Ultimately, I had a really good feeling that today I should have just, kind of taken off. Or not really taken off. I wanted to trade today, but basically the second I get something, just walk away. And that would have been the best decision. The problem was, like I said before, I never really felt like I got that thing. I didn't even make like, a good green day is what I consider like 5% up on my average position size. I didn't even hit those levels. So that's why I guess I didn't really stop. Let's go to ENSC and then we'll talk about the other two tickers. But the big takeaway today is just, trading around holidays. I'm green every single day this week, but my volume and my profits just every day fell a little bit more. I think I started off with like $1,000 day on Monday, then to a $500 day, and then like a 200. No, what was yesterday? It was ridiculous. It was like a $5 day or no. Yeah, here we go. So Monday, $1,200 day, Tuesday a $400 day, Wednesday a $34 day, and then today a $55 day. So you really get that kind of vibe on how the volume and the opportunities and so on and so forth really die out coming closer to the holidays. So tomorrow the markets are closed, then Saturday is Christmas, and then we get one more good week before the end of the year. I think next week could be really good. What I should have done is maybe trade Friday because I was ready to go on Monday, and then just take these 3 days off. Specifically yesterday for me, yesterday would have been some good opportunity, but it came at a higher cost, opportunity cost, because I had to leave an event early if I wanted to wake up to trade pre-market. So I don't really think that was worth it looking back. And next year, I'll most likely either take the whole week off or just trade that first Monday, but maybe I'll just take Monday off as well. Really have a really good recovery. I mean, how good will you feel after, really kicking it? What would this be? This would be a full week. So that's 7 days plus the weekend before, 9 days. Just taking 9 days totally off. You'd be feeling so good. And then you'd be, hopefully in a good mindset to trade that last week before the end of the year. As a quick reminder to anyone that's new, if you go to tradejournal.co/connect, you can see we have 3 steps here to get started. We have, create accounts so you can see my portfolio and all that. all my trades and research my strategy. Join the Discord right here. This is where we're always hanging out. We got 132 people online, even though it's, you know, the holiday season, so that's really good. And then step number 3, if you want, we have a whole entire foundation video series here to help you get started, and the slides and checklist. And we cover everything that I do every single morning. So that's really the quick start way to get up to date with what we're doing here. Although probably today with, you know, $54 profits, it's not exactly super motivational to want to get started. But hey, you know, it's 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For me, I'm in Utah right now. It's 8 a.m. and I'm done with the workday. Obviously, I didn't really make any money today, but it's really nice when you're up, you know, $2,000 and you're like, all right, that was a good day at the office. Anywho, let's go here to ENSC and look at this one really quickly. Boom. And we've traded this one quite a bit in the past. I kept on thinking we were going to have that good upside potential till $7. I think that's why I was constantly getting more aggressive on it. But look at this volume. This volume is pretty much non-existent. So to be able to break new highs with this volume is very unlikely. Maybe we're going to get it at some point today. I don't know. And I don't really care. I'm done with looking at stocks for this week. I am done. It's a biotech, 25 million shares, 24 million shares outstanding, 185 million market cap. It doesn't really look like it has any news. So it's kind of feeding off that news that it had. I think it was last week or the week before. It is a multi-day runner after all. Jumping quickly to the 5-minute. You can see there's a lot of resistance around $6 every time. We had that slight attempt to break $6. This is actually where I made the majority of my money because I was really quick to scalp because I didn't think we were going to get continuation, which we didn't. And then in this market open, I kind of gave it all back, which was a little bit unfortunate. And I think also the big reason that I did kind of bad trading at the market open, I feel like based on the price action, I should have done better here in terms of noticing that this might have flushed here because there was a big flush to the left. I think my mistake was I was like mentally, I was kind of already gone, and I was thinking about so many other coding projects that I need to do. So I was in a few coding discords trying to get some answers. So like my mind was already done. And when I realized that my mind was done, or I should have realized my mind was somewhere else, I should have just, you know, called it right there. Because it's really rare where I'm like totally doing something different, and I'm really kind of excited to do something else. And every time I do get in that mindset, then it feels really bad to give back profits, because then you're just like, why am I still trading right now? I should have wrapped up. And I think that's a good little summary for today as well. So we had this really nice ENSC pop here, 28% move. I did try to trade some of this, and like I said, on the 5-minute chart, that's really where I made the majority of my money. This was all a little shaky here, kind of unnecessary trading. And then the market opened, and I got this first pop here, made some profit. It pulled back to the 9 EMA. I loaded up looking for continuation, and it just flushed. Unfortunately, I didn't get out all of my shares on this bounce, and eventually, actually right here, if you look at it, I started selling at 51, so it was like kind of near the lows here. Then it flushed one more time, and I just closed out the whole thing because I was nervous it would just keep selling off, and I would get, you know, be really, really in the red. Then we had one more dip here. I actually bought on a nice little dip here, but we didn't get any sort of bounce. And then it flushed again, and then I sold almost at the perfect bottom here. And I was like, man, that was like such amateur hour trading. Like, why did I do that? That was really bad. And all of a sudden, I got so many emotions. I got like FOMO, revenge, just regret. I don't know. I was just like instantly in tilt. So that was kind of annoying. I did cool off eventually, but I knew that ENSC was kind of sketchy, so you want to be quick to take profits, and you want to be very patient on the entry. So this was kind of good move here, but then it popped up, and I just quickly got out way too soon at 34 before a proper move. So that was again a problem. And then here I just traded with 100 shares to see if I could even emotionally handle ENSC, and I couldn't. The answer was I couldn't. Technically my entry was really nice, but I couldn't size in or anything, and I knew at this point that I'm done. Like I just should not be trading anymore. So that was I think my last trade on the day. So yeah, I just called it at that. SOPA, this one popped up kind of late in terms of, you know, really wanting to trade it. We had that breakout, that halt, and I did trade it here on that pullback. Got two nice little pullbacks, but we didn't get that instant continuation. It looks like on the 5-minute would have been good to try to trade this and look for that breakout, but like I said before, like I'm shocked. I'm just like, it's like at the end of what feels like a long week. I'm doing so many other things on the side. It's a holiday season, and I just wasn't in the right place to keep trading. But on a daily chart, I do like the fact that we have that upside till about 32, maybe even around 29 before there's bigger resistance. But there's good upside potential on this one. It's an interactive media and service company, 20 million shares outstanding, 405 million market cap. It's been kind of coming out with a little bit of a steady flow of catalysts, so multi-day runner as well. And if you go to the 4-hour, you can see it actually has pretty decent volume, although the volume is fading. So we have a little bit of divergence going on right now where the price keeps going up, the volume keeps going down. So I would be really, really careful as it enters bigger resistance zones. It looks like right around here, around 23, there's probably going to be some big resistance. So definitely keep that in mind. And it looks like we already crawled up to that on the 1 minute and had a bit of a flush here. But, there was potential today, but it's kind of like, at what cost is it? Is it worth it to even trade? Because on any sort of normal day with good momentum, you can get these really good pops and pretty much make all your money in like 30 minutes. Well, I feel like today I don't know, there's so many other things on your mind, and I feel like you're kind of like pushing it for no reason. So yeah, that's why next year most likely I'll be taking off, and I've been taking off a lot more lately, and I think it's really just the way to go. Let's finish up with KXIN on the daily, and then go zoom in on this one. And yeah, KXIN, this one's nasty because it had a pop here, but it pulled back to around 1.4. This was actually a good little accumulation zone. I did actually have a limit order somewhere in this area, but I removed it at one point. The problem is the volume today is really, really low. I'm not sure if we're going to get much more of a pop. I think it might just keep ranging this area for a bit longer before maybe it has a move to about $2 or $2.30 or $2.20 or something like that. The problem with this one as well is you could just feel the resistance on this. Every time it spikes up, it instantly gets slammed back down. We traded it price twice pre-market with lack of any real continuation. And let me just zoom in here on this. Look how choppy this was, and look at the volume here. I mean, we're dealing with like 50,000, maybe even more like 40,000 on average per minute of volume on a $1.6 stock. That's ridiculous. At one point, I was like, hold up, I'm like 20-30% of the volume on this candle. This is worthless. Like, why am I trading this? It did eventually get a bit more volume in this area, and that's why I ended up trading it again. But I wasn't really able to get any decent move. And then actually had a limit order somewhere in this area, and it flushed below my limit order and rallied back up, and I didn't get filled. And I was like, what's going on right now? Like nothing makes sense anymore. So yeah, I think the fact that maybe I ended up the day even green, well, it's a real scratch day, really, is borderline a miracle. So I'm going to take my profits there. I'm just going to do, chili vanilli from here on out. We do have an interview coming out with David from the Discord, a primarily large cap trader that trades on his phone. I'm sure most of you guys already know him. Hopefully I'm going to get that interview out today. I might be going snowboarding in a few moments, so I'm not totally sure, but and I got tons of other things to work on, but it will definitely be out by this weekend. It's a must watch for, I think, everyone in the Discord, not just to learn about his trading style and a bit of a new trading style, but also because he's part of our community, and it's crazy how far everyone has grown together. And I love seeing and interviewing individuals in this community that have become consistently profitable traders and are making their full-time income off of trading. I think it's just fantastic. All right, guys, then I will see you then first thing Monday morning. Have a great Christmas weekend. Don't worry if you're red or not that green or whatever. We're going to have so many more opportunities, and a new year is right around the corner. I'll see you then first thing Monday morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.